Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about a hot topic. Should you watermark your Etsy listing photos? So if you want to learn all about watermarking your photos, make sure that you watch all the way till the end. Now, if this is your first time visiting my YouTube channel, make sure that you subscribe today. I do upload weekly videos to help you build an impactful Etsy business. So don't forget to subscribe today. Don't forget to show this girl some love by liking this video. And don't forget to leave a comment below with your opinions about watermarking. So let's go ahead and dive in. So this is a common question that I get on my Etsy seller support group. I get this question on Instagram. I get emails and random messages about should I be watermarking my photos. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing my opinions when it comes to watermarking your Etsy photos. I'm going to be sharing what Etsy wants you and doesn't want you to do. And at the end of the video, it's really up to you whether you decide if you want to go ahead and start watermarking your photos or whether you're not going to do that. So it's really up to you. However, if you want to protect your photos on Etsy, then I do recommend adding a watermark. The watermark will help you with people not being able to steal your images, so they could use them as their own on other platforms. So many Etsy sellers, they have reported that their images have been used on Etsy, on Pinterest, Amazon, Instagram, to just name a few. People are basically taking their photos and using it as their own to sell on other platforms, also including Etsy as well. And my opinion is that there are different ways that you could take your photo and brand it without having to add a watermark. In other words, by having your own, you could have your own aesthetic style, you could have your own fonts, your own branding, cohesive style that you use across all your stores. Either way, there is a potential risk, right, that somebody could take that photo and still try to reuse it for their own self. So I guess watermarking is probably the best way to prevent it. But if they still wanted to steal the photo, they still can. The nice thing is that it will have the watermark of where the original owner really is, and it will showcase that they're not the original owner. Now, what does Etsy think about watermarking your photo listings? So I have the article pulled up because I wanted to show you guys what they think. And they have these 3 recommendations right here. So Etsy does not recommend adding watermark to your Etsy photos. Instead, they recommend the following. So if you're selling 2D prints or original artwork, you can use photos of the actual print or work instead of the digital file, or a close-up of your image. So for example, you could use a photo of your print hanging on a wall. This prevents from people actually stealing your original artwork in the first place. And it also prevents them from being able to reuse the photo, basically. Another thing is, and when I say photo, I'm not talking about the actual Etsy photo. I'm talking about your actual original artwork. There's a lot of Etsy stores that instead of putting their photos in a frame, or instead of using some lifestyle photo, which includes the artwork, what they do is they upload the original artwork as a photo. And you shouldn't use that because people will steal that and actually use that as well. So just keep that in mind. Bullet number 2 says upload images that are around 1500 pixels wide. This creates an image large enough to view without blurring, but small enough that a viewer won't be able to save a larger, higher quality file. So basically, by reducing the resolution of your photo, the image will still appear really good on Etsy. So when Etsy buyers are browsing your store, they could still see your listing product. However, if someone tries to steal that photo and upload it in a different platform like Amazon, they might have different requirements of photos. So when they upload it, it will not showcase the product like it does on Etsy. Now, the disadvantage to this, in my opinion, is If the person steals the photo and they use it on Etsy, it will work on Etsy. But if they use it on a different platform, it will not work as good. So that's the only downside of doing this. And then the third bullet point is incorporate your brand into your images, which is what I do. While some sellers use Watermark, we generally wouldn't recommend them. Using watermarks makes photos unsuitable for features with Etsy, like Etsy finds emails, and ineligible for off-site advertising programs like Google Shopping. Instead of watermarking, if you have a brand associated with your shop, whether it's a logo, a specific font for your shop name, or a packaging style, try including it within your listing image, but not as an overlay. This way everyone will know who made the item. So this is a really important bullet point right here that you need to make sure that you understand. When you watermark your products, you're not going to qualify to be featured as an Etsy seller. So sometimes what Etsy do is that they'll find random stores and they feature them on the email, they feature them on their homepage. So by you having a watermark, your product doesn't qualify to be featured. Another thing is that you won't qualify for Google Shopping when you have a watermark on your products. So just keep that in mind. If those are two important things, especially the Google Shopping, if it's important to you and you do run ads, this is a way that will avoid you being able to showcase your products on Google Shopping and advertise it to those buyers. So this is really important to keep that in mind. I think the reason why Etsy doesn't promote watermarking is because at the end of the day, they want to keep the aesthetic style that it looks like all these products are coming from Etsy. They don't want us as individual brands. So by you having your watermark is showing as an individual brand. And because of that, the stores that do that don't get the special features like these, because now when other people see it, they won't look at it as Etsy. They'll look at it as, oh, that's Nancy Marketing Tools store, or that's Honey Bee store, or whatever watermark you have on your photo. So that's the main reason why they don't do it. But it will affect you as an Etsy seller. So it's important for you guys to know that. One thing that I recommend is that if you do plan to go ahead and add a watermark, I recommend looking up watermark videos. I recommend looking up websites that you could start implementing watermarks. You could use Canva, you could use PicMonkey, you could use Adobe Photoshop to create a watermark. And a watermark, you will create it as a PNG file, which is transparent, and you'll be able to put that PNG on top of your photo images. And you could do that through any of the softwares that I talked about. There's thousands of softwares online. But what I first recommend is studying up how to do a proper watermark. I'm going to show you some examples, 5 examples of watermarks that, in my opinion, are not flattering. And you want to make sure that when you watermark your photos, it goes well with your branding style, doesn't clash with your photo, and it's not overlapping your actual product. It does take away from it, and people will get confused and they'll look at it and be like, okay, what exactly am I buying? And you don't want that. You don't want your watermark to become a distraction of your product. And that's my biggest concern when people start adding watermarks to their products, especially if they've never done it, because they'll do it the first time. They think, oh, this looks great, and they don't understand that it actually doesn't look as great. I done the mistake before in the past. I used to watermark my products. Mine was very simple. I just used to use @ and then my store name, and it was just like letter. It would say Nancy Marketing Tools, and I would put that on top of each photo. But I didn't do it like, I didn't have a plan set, and I used to do it like anywhere in the photo, and it didn't actually look that great, to be quite honest. So that's only my biggest concern. But these are some of the photos that I found. This is one. And as you can see the watermark. I can't hover on the photo, but if you see it right here on the glitter, you'll see it is gray. And then on top of here, so you'll see it right here and you'll see it right there. And to me, it's a little distracting because when someone is buying this, they might be confused and they might think that that wording back there comes with the actual file. So it might just be distracting enough that they don't want to buy from you. Another one is this one here. So this is the actual product here, but you see the umbrella, that's the watermarking. And they have it all in the background. I think that's, in my opinion, wrong watermarking. If you're going to do watermarking, maybe do it like in a little corner, like right here, or maybe on the lower left. And then I would do every single photo the same way. So keep the same aesthetic throughout your whole listings. So if you do it in the right, right corner, right bottom corner, then all your photos should have it in the right bottom corner. This is another one here. And they did the same thing. They have the watermark in a bird, and they have it all in the photo. It's very distracting. When people are looking at this photo to possibly buy, they might get turned off by it. It doesn't look attractive. It doesn't make the product look better. This is another one. They have it in green letters across the actual product. Somebody might look at this and think that that's comes with the actual product and say, okay, I don't want to buy this. It will confuse people, and it does it takes away from the actual product. And this is the last one that I came up with, and they're doing the same thing. They have it right on top of the product, which doesn't look attractive at all. So I understand why they did it there, because anybody could crop this off here and then just use this here. However, it just doesn't look attractive at all. So my opinion is to always have it in a corner somewhere, but not on top of the product if you want your product to showcase in a better light. So let me know, guys, in the comment section, do you use watermarking? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you have any companies out there that do watermarking that you recommend? Leave a comment below and let us know. Thank you guys for watching.